What up, squad? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video is inspired by a question. Been dieting and working out like crazy, but I end up crashing and gaining it all back. How do I start over, but also keep my mind right this time? I want to lose weight, but I still want to be happy and mentally strong. This is a great question. Before we jump into the response to this, I'm currently taking on online coaching clients, one-on-one clients, as well as group coaching clients. If you are interested in having the conversation to make sure that we are a good fit, I want you to either DM me on Instagram at Brix goes in, or simply leave your Instagram handle in the comment section below and I will send you a message personally. Also, guys, hit the like button right now. This video is gonna be fire. I promise you, you wanna stick around to the end because I'm going to be getting into the nuance of this very, very typical situation that was described by this question. So he's been dieting and exercising like crazy, but he ends up crashing and gaining it all back. I know I can relate to that. A lot of people watching this video right now, I'm pretty sure can relate to that. How do you start over? So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to reframe your goal. You've tried the weight loss obsessed approach to this. Let's let weight loss be the byproduct and make the goal to be a happier, healthier version of you. And I know that sounds very ambiguous. That sounds very generic, right? But stay with me. When you switch the goal from weight loss to overall wellness, right? You want to have more energy. You want to feel good about yourself. You want to be stronger. You want to sleep better. You want to have better emotional health, right? When you switch the goal to overall wellness, the thing that defines success changes. When your goal is specifically and exclusively weight loss, you're pretty much a slave to what the scale is doing. So that means all the other wins, right? The non-scale victories, the energy levels, all these things that I mentioned, right? The feelings of satisfaction, the improvement of your sleeping habits and the increase of your energy, all of these things that you experience when you're trying to lose weight, but you may not see the scale results that you want, you ignore all of the other wins. Now, the thing is, momentum in these sort of journeys are built on wins. And the more things that you can use to identify as a win, the more material or the more fuel you'll have to power your journey, right? So when we switch from this goal of weight loss to this goal of overall wellness, it changes everything. That's the first thing I want you to do, right? Reframe. All right, so the next thing I want you to do, right? This time you want to make sure that you're maintaining your sanity. You want to still feel well mentally. What I want you to do is I want you to reflect on your past failures. The times that you've approached weight loss with the exclusive goal of weight loss, right? What did you do that affected your mental health? What was it? I want you to sit down and ask yourself these questions, maybe grab a pen and paper and write down what happened. What caused the compromise in your mental health? What drove you crazy? Was it the fact that you were dieting too aggressively, right? You were cutting out foods completely that you loved, right? Were you eating a monotonous, boring, bland diet that just wasn't sustainable? Were you trying to work out 6 days a week doing exercises that you did not enjoy? Were you trying to lift heavy weights and putting yourself at risk for injury? Like, what did you do that made the experience unenjoyable for you? Really reflect back on every single time that you've failed at weight loss. And I want you to write those things down because this time you want to use that information to strategize a different approach. Again, now that we're no longer just focusing on weight loss, we're focusing on overall wellness. And every time you exercise, every time you meditate, and we're going to get into these sort of things, every time you journal, every time you take some deep breaths, you are contributing to mental wellness, right? You're contributing to overall wellness, whether that is moving the scale or not. So again, the reframe of the goal is super important because it's going to give value to some of these behaviors that are beyond weight loss, right? Which will incentivize them, which will motivate you to do them more consistently because it's not predicated on this, what the scale does, right? It's not dependent on if you lose weight or not, right? Even if the scale doesn't move the way you want to, you'll still probably feel motivated to exercise. You'll still feel motivated to eat healthy because it's no longer just about losing weight. Because whether you're losing weight or not, a healthy meal nourishes your body. It still makes you a better version of you. It still increases your overall well-being, right? Whether you're losing weight or not. So a lot of this is simply learning to value your health in general at any weight, whether you're losing weight or not, whether you're building muscle, whether you're transforming your physique or not. Your choices that you make, what you do, how you think, what you drink, what you eat are all contributing to your health right now in this moment. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to think a little bit outside of the box when it comes to exercise. A lot of us, we think we have to go in the gym and do 400-pound deadlifts and we have to bench press 225. We have to do bicep curls. Like, nah, how about we just add some fun and some joy to movement? On days where I don't feel like going to the gym, I'll take a walk at my favorite nature trail. And that's exercise. And not only is it exercise, it's a mental health practice. It allows me to get closer to nature, right? Which is great for my mental health. Is it me going in the gym and doing 100 burpees? No, but it's still a step in the right direction for both my mental and my physical health. So sometimes you just have to reframe and change what you consider exercise and start to look at exercise more as movement and figure out a way to move your body consistently in a way that you enjoy. Consistency over intensity. Speaking of which, I'm going to be dropping the Consistency Over Intensity t-shirts April 14th. They're going to be very limited. It's a collaboration that I'm doing with Incline. If you're watching this after April 14th, it's probably sold out, but you can click the link in the description to find out. All right, the next thing you can do differently this time is start to incorporate mindfulness habits, mindfulness practices into your daily routine. And it doesn't have to start off by you putting on a robe and meditating for an hour every single day. It can be a simple 3-minute intentional self-reflection every day, right? Or 4 days a week or 5 days, however, whatever consistency looks like for you. Do some research on the science of mindfulness. Meditation for me, it allowed me to build emotional resiliency. It was a tool that I used to process my emotions. The same emotions that used to inspire me to overeat, I now have a tool that I use to take those emotions and do something else with it. Now, this may sound airy-fairy, it may sound corny, but I'm telling you, mindfulness, a daily practice of mindfulness will change your entire life. Speaking from a dude from Brownsville, Brooklyn, I meditate every day. And it's really because my mental health and my emotional well-being depends on that habit. All right, so do some research on mindfulness. Start to find a way to build that habit. Start off with a few minutes a day and work your way up to maybe 20 minutes a day. But start where you are. And I'm telling you, it's one of the most life-changing habits that you can create for yourself. All right, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to build a supportive network, right? Get accountability. Hire a coach, become a part of some sort of online community. If there's some sort of local community of people who are all pursuing the same goal, right? Everyone who is trying to better themselves mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Surround yourself with those type of people. Make friends with fit people. Make friends with emotionally sound, healthy, happy people, and spend as much time with them as possible. If you're in my area, come be friends with me. If you see me at the gym, say, yo, Brix, I want to be your friend. You know, that probably sounds weird. We probably don't do it. You won't do that as an adult, but you guys understand what I'm saying here. Like, make acquaintances with people who got their shit together, or at least are trying to get their shit together alongside of you, right? Because a lot of times we don't have that support at home. Most of the times when our people see us trying to better ourselves, they got little slick comments to make because what we're doing, what are we doing? We're triggering them. That's why. It makes them uncomfortable. All right, so be intentional about building a supportive group, become a part of a community. It's a powerful thing, guys. It's a very powerful thing. The last suggestion, as you go into this next phase of your journey, I want you to be intentional about being kind to yourself. Self-compassion, patience, give yourself grace. It's so important that you try to control that negative voice in your head because change is very uncomfortable. It's very unnatural. A lot of us, our nervous system registers change as threat. When you experience negative thoughts, when you experience resistance, just know that that's normal. Continue to practice mindfulness every day. Start a journaling habit where you start to write down what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Sometimes it's a great outlet to place these emotions and these thoughts on paper so so you can get them out of your head and out of your body. Hopefully that was helpful. In the comment section below, I want you to put whatever video suggestion, any question you have, anything you want me to address, put it in the comment section below. And as always, guys, remember the body that you want is owned by a higher version of yourself. So evolve. Peace.